Welcome, everybody, to our final market close of 2023. This is it. You've got minutes left to trade, 15 minutes roughly, and then it's going to be 2024 forward on. So fantastic. This is going to be kind of cool. And I have no technical difficulties today, so everything worked. Funny thing, after we finished the stream yesterday, I checked the camera on the main computer and it worked. No problems. Totally fixed itself. So well, that's nice, but still, it would have been nice to have been on this computer yesterday, but hey, we're here. So we have a green day, not by much, just by a little bit. So currently right now, the TSX is sitting at 0.10% into the green. So there is a chance. There's a chance in the last 15 minutes, we could have to switch our lights over to red. So we'll have to see how that is all going to work out. So today we, of course, will have our bell right at, it'll be the last bell of the year, so I will ring it hard, definitely hard. And in addition to that, we've also got some memberships to give away, see if Skiz can finally win one. So we'll see what happens there today. Let's start with, just bring it up here. Let's start with our heat map. So the heat map is definitely looking interesting today. Give me a second. Let me grab it here. Okay, so over here on the Canadian heat map, it doesn't look too bad. We got a good amount of green. The banks look, TD's up 0.32%. Shopify is down, though. Look at that, down 1.31%. Alimentation Couche-Tard is up 0.065%. Enbridge is up a tiny, tiny bit. Let's take a look and see who the big winners are, though. We'll get rid of a few folks out of the list. Let's go right up here to our really big winners, DML and NXE. And then, of course, we have MFI, we get Definity. But here is just the winners, everybody who is of 1% or, close to 1%, anybody in the positive. Not bad, not bad. Let's take a look at the US heat map. US heat map. Now, the S&P 500 is in the red. So they are actually right now at negative 0.23% on the day. So we're green because we're Canadians, and we're going to go with that. But look at this. Meta's down 1.05%. That's huge. Here's a neat thing, too. This heat map, let me get in here. I can zoom in. So I can zoom in to see these little people. So that's just kind of a neat thing about the heat map. Anyway, I have, as a surprise, I added one more heat map for us. Let's just go take a look. It's the crypto heat map. So crypto, holy banana bread, Bitcoin today down 1.36%. But look at Solana. Solana's up 2.77%. XRP is down 2.22%. So definitely a good amount of red on the side of crypto. So we'll have to sort of let that go as is. Let's get rid of the heat maps here for a moment. There we go. Bring me back. On the market wise, gold is down about 0.1%. WTI, so West Texas Intermediate, it's down 0.79%. And of course, Bitcoin, we already mentioned, down big time, a whole 1.36%. Although everything can change, we still have 15 minutes left. Right now, the TSX, we're not as good as we were. We're only at 0.08%. So we're going to be watching this one as we move forward towards that final bell to see if we can finish. Now, year to date, though, here's the beautiful thing, because this is the last trading day. So year to date, the TSX is up. Let me get the latest number here, 7.56% on the year. So it's a green year. 2023 is a green year for the TSX. So that there is fantastic. Okay, let's get caught up with everybody in chat. And a whole bunch of you were here pretty darn early, starting with Skiz. Skiz is saying, last trading day of 2023, absolutely. My total P&L on the year, let's see, 6.12%. Fingers crossed next year will be better. I think it will. Vancouver Isle guy is calling it a red day, and it looked like a red day most of the day. The TSX was in the red, so we have pulled out a late day rally to get us back into the green. And here is Prairie Investor waiting patiently in the shadows with a good afternoon to myself and to all of you guys. And a little wave from Vancouver Isle guy. Jonathan Montgomery is in the house, and I'm about the same, Skiz, and talking about the 6.12% up. Prairie Investor says, while my first year investing in the market ends with my portfolio down 3.59% of its value, I'm happy for the 7% recovery over this last quarter. Looking forward to what opportunities await in 2024. Absolutely. And, you now have a lot more tools from this channel. Also, if you've signed up over on Blossom, you have a lot of resources to help you make sure you end in the positive this year, Prairie. Stan says, happy Friday. Happy Friday, Stan. Good to see you. Larry Summers is in the house saying, we did crazy this year. 1,800% upcoming year. I get to do it with shareholders in my corp and hedge fund. Holy banana bread. Let's see. Vancouver Isle guy says, hello, Candace. And Vic says, so Skiz got the membership, right? Well, we're gonna find out, Vic. We're gonna find out right after the bell. So that will be fun. Jordan's in the house. Kapow! Candace is here. I'm here just to see if Skiz wins. How many people are just here to see if Skiz wins? You'll have to stick around to the end because I may throw a few more if he doesn't win, just to try to hit him. It would be great to end the year with Skiz as a channel member. Okay, Michael the Knight says, hello, everyone. And Vic is here. Candace, you have to wait for a bit because even though I'm waiting, I have waited through 90 seconds of ads. Oh, 90 seconds. Holy banana bread. But thank you for watching them, Vic, because that turns into AdSense, which I do get paid for. Not a lot, but you probably gave me a quarter. No, well, maybe. I don't know if it's a quarter for watching 90 seconds of ads. Who knows? Vic says, yeah, when you start the stream, hopefully in the middle of the stream, it doesn't kick you out to an ad. I hope. I have no control over that, unfortunately. Paul says, the positive CAD cancels out USD for negative 0.07%. Oh, yikes. And let's just take a quick gander back there again at our, we're back. We're back to the 0.14%. In the green. So I think we're good. I think we're going to finish the day in the green. Larry says, Enbridge calls 30 cents into 150. Okay. Russell 2000 heat map. You want to see the Russell 2000 heat map? I think I can pull that off, actually. Give me a second here. I got to grab the heat map. I kind of minimized it. Heat map. Where's my heat map? Here we go. Just give me a second. We will get the heat map to work. That's not the heat map. Here we go. This is the heat map. Okay, so I am going to excuse me for a second. Let's see here. This is crypto. I actually have to do it from one of these ones here. Okay, so you want the Russell 1000, or you said 2000? All right, so here is the Russell 2000. Oh, that's a lot of red. That is a lot of red over on the Russell 2000. Wow, look at all that red. Let's see if there's anything positive happening over on the Russell. So yeah, there's definitely, this is getting rid of all the red. So there's definitely some companies doing okay. But yeah, a lot of red. Let's pull that all back again. Look at that. Wow, that's a lot of red. That is the Russell 2000. So there's a whole bunch of different exchanges. And I think I can look at, let me just pull this up here. So you guys can see, I can look at everything from the mini Russell, the Russell 1000, all US companies, the Dow Jones. I got all the different countries, like Australia. I've never looked at Australia. I don't have a clue who any of these companies are. Australia doesn't look that bad, though. Look at that. There's a bit of red, but there's a lot of things that are either just a little bit or, and let's just pull this back and take a look. Oh, yeah, look, they got some interesting things going on in the Australian market. All right. Got to pull out of here because I could go down that rabbit hole for a long time. We got about 6 minutes to the bell, actually about 5. Mary says hello, and Change Despair says hi all. Paul's in the house with a happy Friday, everybody. Paul saying, buy the crypto dip. And Larry is saying original option buys 0.75, but I held my nose and bought more. Yes, Larry is our options guy. Mario says hello to all. I came just in time, says Skiz. Yes, Skiz. Today, I think we feel it. I think everybody in chat feels it. This is the day. This has got to be the day. Go, Skiz, go. Good luck. And Jordan says, I love your channel too, Candace. I'm here for you too. Okay, that's good to know, Jordan. Let's see. Do people with YouTube Premium also make you add money, though we don't see them? Yes. If you watch one of my videos and you have YouTube Premium, I get a tiny bit. I don't get a lot. Like I make more. Honestly, I make more for people who don't have YouTube Premiums. Oh, I see something. There's something coming up. I see somebody gave a gift. So I haven't gotten there yet, but we'll find out who that is. Sammer says, am I late? Skiz 1, still 2023. Skiz is not one yet. It's still 2023, but 2024 is coming pretty darn fast. Vic says, window of opportunity for 2023 membership for Skiz is closing. I'm using the Force to see if he can finally get it. Well, mighty powerful the Force is. That might be enough to do it. Marion is in the house with a hello. And Jordan has gifted a membership. That is absolutely fantastic. I have to look at another screen to find out who actually won Jordan's membership. Matthew Wyatt. Matthew Wyatt has received a membership thanks to Jordan. You totally rock, Jordan. That is awesome. And Skiz says, hooray, congrats to Matthew. It wasn't Skiz, but Skiz, you still have a shot here in 3 minutes. Well, a little bit after 3 minutes, because we'll have to do the bell. Then we'll do the membership thing. Jordan says, damn it, Skiz, get some luck, my man. Laugh my ass off. Oh, Enid is in the house. And Matthew is in the house saying a big thank you to Jordan. Absolutely. We got Tim Danter, the Danter man, in the house saying Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you as well, Tim. Paul is in the house. Today is BNN AVGO dividend payout day. Have not received it yet. Probably next week. No, if they pay it out today, normally you should get it a day after. It normally takes a day for your broker to process it and get it into your account. Vic is all happy to see Tim, so that's awesome. Now all Vic needs is for Scott to show up, and it's a perfect day. Let's see here. Prairie says congrats. Tim's just saying, hey, right back to the Victor. The Vic. The Victor. Yeah, anyway. Change to spare says Skits is beyond the reach of the Force. Maybe so. We got ourselves about a little less than 2 minutes here before the bell. Chad says, good day all. Vic says, bell and membership at the same time. What a way to end 2023. I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree less. I don't know. One of the two. We're just going to leave it at that. Lisa's in the house saying, hello, I can't stay long today. Well, I still appreciate you showing up. You can always catch all of the fun and hijinks on, of course, the replay. Jordan says, Matthew Wyatt, you're most welcome, my friend. So I love to see this type of camaraderie in amongst everybody. That to me says, you know what? If you're starting to have trouble with words, it's time to have a sip of coffee. Okay, and Vancouver Isle guy says, big shout out to my son Elmore, daughter Star, wife Danielle, and grandma Celia. Huge shout out to all of you. So Elmore, Star, Danielle, and Celia, you all rock because Vancouver Isle guy rocks. So I know you have to rock too. Paul says, Blossom makes my 28 positions as 100% either on the circle graph. And Jill saying, hey, Tim, Happy New Year. And Vic says, Candace, good on you for bringing us all together. Hey, I try. I certainly try. Oh, gosh, we're down to about 20 seconds. And we got the bell here. I'm going to ring this bell nice and loud today. So if you have got earphones on or you're not looking for a loud noise, this might be the time. This might be the time to plug the ears 2 seconds, 1 second. Here we go. Woo! Woo! There we go. I said I was going to come on to it, so we totally did. Oh, that's it. The market's closed until 2024. Holy cow, that is so awesome. All right. Let's get back here. Vancouver Isle guy says, "Oh, thank you, Candace. You are a sweetheart. Absolutely. I will give shout outs. You guys just ask. You get them. No problem." And Maggie saying almost bell time. No, it was bell time. We had a bell. My ears are still going ding ding ding. I feel like I'm at the casino. I got 3 sevens. There's some bells closed until next year. Ding, ding, ding. Celebration. I should have got some confetti. That's what then I'd have to spend an hour after the stream picking it all up. Okay, it's time. It's Skiz's moment. It's his moment. Everybody put your hands together for Skiz. We're going out with a bang. We are absolutely going to go out with a bang here. Let's do it. Let's try. Let's see what's happening. There's no way we're not going to hit Skiz this time. All right, it's happening. It's coming down. Feel it, folks. I can feel it. I can feel it. Oh, God. All right, here we go. Larry has a thing, and Jill says, unless the confetti was actually cat treats. Yes, if they were cat treats, we would be good. Okay, let's take a look. I dropped 10. It's the last one of the year. Holy banana bread. We've got Chris Ramos. We got Pedro Diaz. We got Dave Cook. We got Redbeard's World. We got Master Leong. Zerderosa. Dom Galina. Carl D. John Westland. Poke Socks. Holy banana bread Skiz. I don't know what happened. This is just, I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. It's just, I have no words. I have no words for this, Skiz. Oh, and everybody was there. Let's go, Skiz. Congrats all. One final gift for 2023, Skiz. Best of luck, my man. And look at this. Jordan's coming in. Jordan's coming in one more time. Jordan, you rock. And Ildramatics won a membership thanks to long-term community member Jordan Alsup. Oh, wow. Sammer says that is not possible. No, still no Skiz. And Tim is like, hey, Jill, I still cannot believe it. And Enid's, oh, no Skiz. Jordan, this has got to be rigged against Skiz. Skiz, write another letter to YouTube. There's something wrong. I don't know what's going on. Oh, my gosh. Now, let me take a quick gander just at the final. Yeah, so the final, it did end in the green. The TSX ended 0.14% up on the day. And we were now negative 0.28 on the S&P 500. But we're in Canada, so it's a green day. It's been a green week. It's been a green year. So this is fantastic. All right. Whatever you guys want to talk about, throw it in the chat. We're ready to do that. Even if it's just talking about poor Skiz. I feel bad about you, my buddy. You did so, you've done so much. You've talked so much. You have participated so much. And at this point, you just can't do it. I don't know what it is. And Jill says at this point, we could just reimburse you for the membership for 1 month. You know what, Skiz, reach out to me. Reach out to me. Just use the email on the YouTube. I think it's like admin at mountainfinance.ca. Reach out to me. I will email you the money to get a membership. Quite literally, I will transfer it to you. Let's get you that membership because I cannot go beyond 2024 without you having one. I just can't do it. Holy banana bread. That's the way we're going to do it. That's the way we're going to roll, Skiz. Reach out to me. We'll take care of it. You'll be a member by the end of this weekend, my friend. Amanda says, hi all. Hello, Amanda. It is very nice to see you. And Tim says, are you excited about 2024? I am absolutely excited about 2024. Um, I there's so many reasons. I think investing is going to be it's going to be a great year for investing. It's going to start off, first half's not going to be the best, but the second half, you watch. It's going to be fantastic. I'm excited with the channel. I think we're really growing. And I think 2024 is going to be the year that we break out. It's going to be the channel breakout year. In addition to that, look at crypto. We're going to have Bitcoin and everybody else probably following. It's going to be a great year. We get the halvening. We're probably getting a spot ETF, so US spot ETF. It's going to be great. So yes, I am absolutely stoked for 2024. Whew. Plus, we're going to be doing We're going to do a live stream on New Year's Eve. I did change the time on Sunday, so normally this week starts at 4. This one's at 7 o'clock, and we're gonna go into the evening a little bit, and we're gonna break down. We're gonna break down. First of all, I made all these predictions last year, and when I made these predictions, I figured that sometime this year I would have to live up to them. So we're going to actually mark them, and we're going to grade them. We're going to figure out how well my predictions actually did for 2023. So, did I get above 50%? We'll have to see. We'll have to see. And I'll have a video coming out early 2024 with new predictions for 2024 or 2024. There we go. Holy cow. And we'll review that one next year at the same time, but it's going to be a lot of fun. Tim says, yes, we are excited about crypto for sure. Absolutely. And Tim Danter and his wife, Nancy, they've got their feet pretty deep into the crypto sphere. We'll call it that. So I think they're going to do well this year. When is the happening? It is happening in the spring. I can't remember the exact date. Somebody throw the date down there for me, because I don't know what it is off the top of my head, but it is in the spring. Tim Danter says, yes, we are still DCAing into Bitcoin. Absolutely. Nice. And Tim says, we are still holding most of our holdings in crypto. Yeah, this is the beautiful thing. A lot of people, from the all-time highs that we had in 2022, a lot of people just bailed, but not the Danters. They had diamond hands through 2023, and they're being rewarded in 2024. So this is absolutely fantastic. Skiz says, I think 2024 is going to be rough. I can't see a soft landing, mainly because it's never happened before. Inflation may start to rise again. I don't know, says Skiz. I think we're going to get a medium landing. I think we'll definitely skirt a recession. But like I said, wait till I do that video on my 2024. Chad says it's in April. Yeah, exactly. And holy banana bread, Amanda comes in and gifts 5 Mountain Finance memberships. Thank you so much, Amanda. Let's take a look and see. I have to go over here. Let's see who won. Bertine won, Abulas won, Psy Seekers, Guillermo, Andre. We're getting into some names that I apologize. I'm not the best at pronunciation. So it's kind of like, who was it that said it the other day that that the old high rise show used to have a problem with with being on mute? And me, it's just words. That's my idiosyncrasy. So Enid says, am I the only one with no crypto? No, there are lots of people who do not have crypto. Skiz says, memberships are flying today. I know. It's like the weather forecaster is a 75% chance of membership downpours, but yet somehow none of them hit Skiz. I don't know what to say, my friend. I do not know. But like I said, Skiz, reach out to me. We will get you a membership. Jordan Allsoup, no, we hold no crypto either. So there we go. And there's no crypto over on Prairie Investor. Chad says, need BTC in your portfolio before it goes to the moon. That's not bad advice. That's not bad advice. You know, I think this year everything is aligning for Bitcoin to do well. So that's not bad advice. Skiz says I'm running between the drops. Yes, you're like a Jedi avoiding stormtrooper. Anybody can avoid stormtrooper fire. What am I saying? Um, Tim says, whoops, if you want exposure to crypto, just hang tight. There are going to be spot ETFs coming very soon. And there are already spot ETFs in Canada. So let me just be clear on that. This is a US spot ETF that's coming out. So there's a lot of ways to expose yourself to crypto without even getting into crypto. For example, you could get involved with crypto mining, things like HUT or Neptune Digital Assets, things like that. These are things that will benefit from crypto as well. So there are different options if you don't want to actually touch any of the coins. Sammer says, Skiz, there is something wrong with your membership button. No way. Well, keep in mind, though, it's not just Skiz. Look at, I mean, Tim Danter hasn't won. Vancouver Isle guy hasn't won. Anybody in the chat, if you notice, who doesn't have a like a green or a colored name, those are the folks who have not yet won membership. So it's not just Skiz. It's just that we've had this Skiz thing for a while. We've been trying. We've definitely been trying. Matthew says, small position, but I'm up 72.5% in my crypto. That's absolutely fantastic. And Vancouver Isle guy is talking about BTCC. So yeah, that is definitely one of the ones. Also, if you want dividends, you could look at the one that uses covered calls, so BTCY. But that will cap your upside potential, but you're going to get some nice, really nice dividends while you're waiting. Chad says, ACT at all high, ACT at all-time high today. Nice, nice. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things are looking really good in the charts right now. A lot of the companies have been doing really, really well. I'm actually really excited because the next video coming out on Tuesday is the 0 to 100K. And I've already took a glance and there's some interesting things in there. We have a new company at number one. I mean, Hammond already was dethroned last time by who was it? I think it was Open Text. But now Open Text has been dethroned, so we got a brand new number one. It's just really exciting. It's exciting to see what's happening. We got more dividends that have come in, so that's absolutely fantastic. Enid is saying thanks, guys, for just the stuff about the crypto for her. So yeah, we have a very fun year coming up. It's going to be really great. The channel is, we're going to pull in a whole bunch of things. Now, in case you guys haven't heard, I am going to be doing market closes every Wednesday in 2024. We'll add some as well throughout the year, if there's a reason to, and there probably will be because these are a lot of fun, but we're absolutely doing the one extra no matter what. So Wednesday, it's in stone. We'll still have our Sunday this week. So that's not going anywhere. The only real change, at least when it comes to the schedule wise, is that videos will drop at 2 p.m. But keep in mind, if you're a channel member, you get to see them as soon as I upload them. So today's video that dropped at 1, well, you guys got to see it yesterday. I think I dropped it before 1 yesterday. So definitely I'm going to always try to get it out about a day early for the channel members. So Patricia's in the house. Hi, I was just joining in. You were working. Not a problem. Not a problem. That's one of the problems with a market close, right? Is sometimes people got to work. So not everybody can show up. That's why I wanted to keep this week as well, in addition, because part of me was like, maybe we could just, we'll scrap this week. We'll put in a bunch of market closes. But I was like, no. There are people who want to see me live who can't be here for this time. So we're keeping things the way they are. There'll be a few more little changes when it comes to format, but for the most part, I'm looking for an exciting up and good year for 2024. Oh, this coffee is good. Okay, so guys, throw in your questions in here. Ask me whatever you want. I do want to point out, yesterday was an absolute baller of a stream. I when I left that, because we went past an hour yesterday, and I was like, when I left, I was like, man, I kind of wanted to stay longer. It was so good. So you guys have been definitely rocking these streams. So I definitely, definitely like that. Every so often, if I push it on the desk, the camera moves, so it might look like I'm in an earthquake. But no worry, I am not in a earthquake at all. Jill says, so Santa Claus rally, likely a yes. Yes, it would be hard for the Santa Claus rally to not be declared official. Pretty much what we would need for Santa Claus rally to be not a thing is on the market when the market opens on January 2nd. If we somehow fell a ton for that day, that would nullify the Santa Claus rally. But the odds are, I think it's going to be a pretty much a green day. I think the first week of January is going to be not bad. We're not going to see anything major. We're not going to see anything huge, but we should get a green week, I think. So it's going to be good. And I'll be doing, I still have one more market close to do on the 2nd, because that's the last day of the giveaways. And then the 3rd is a Wednesday, so that means market close. So you'll get 2 of me next week, 2 of the market closes. So that's kind of cool. Prairie says, been off for the holidays this week. Love taking part of the market close live streams and the last 3 days. Yeah, absolutely. And keep in mind, we do this on the weekend as well. We have this week. So we basically just take a look at a little bit of the news going on through the week, and we chat. We answer questions. We have fun. Pretty much, I look at it this way. With this week, the new, it's not even about the news. I bring the news as more of a medium, something that we can talk about, but it's always about you guys. And it's always about having an opportunity for us to interact. So unfortunately, no, Vancouver Isle guy, I can't even choose. So what would happen here is, like I said with Skiz, I have to email him the money. I would have to email him the money to sign up to hit somebody directly, because what happens is the algorithm chooses who wins. So I have no control, unfortunately. Now there has been a lot of pushback from YouTubers saying, "Hey, come on, YouTube, let us be able to pick." Because when I look at chat and I see somebody who's here every single time, these are the people I want to reward, right? But I often don't have that opportunity, unfortunately. So it is random, but the algorithm is supposed to pick the most active people, which is kind of weird because Skiz has been here for a while and Skiz is very active. So I don't know why it keeps missing him, unless he hasn't got it turned on. But he says he does. He says he does. So I believe he does. So I don't know what's going on there. When is the multi-YouTuber charity marathon? That's a good question. That's a really good question. I haven't had a chance. We haven't had a chat yet with some of the Blossom people, but I will definitely bring that up because I think that would could be a huge Blossom thing. So I will bring it up with them and mention it because I'm game. I'm certainly game. I'm sure a lot of other members would be. So I'll definitely bring that up with them. A change to spare. Paul says, since Wealthsimple doesn't have GICs or actual bonds, a video on how to pick either a HISA ETF or bond ETF, especially the bond ETF, how not to lose when rates change. Yeah, I know I have done. I did one on I think it did have HISA in it. I was looking at different cash ETFs, and I have done a separate one on bond ETFs way back. But yeah, in the new year, those will certainly be things I think that are worth revisiting. Okay, thank you, my dear. Of course, absolutely. There's a lot. I mean, YouTube keeps changing too. The fact that they've given us like channel memberships have been around for a while, but being able to gift channel memberships, that's a new thing that came out, I believe, early in this year. So that's been really, really kind of a fun thing. Because you can do that, though. If any of you have been over on Twitch, you can do that. On Twitch, you can pick the person you want to give one to, and it's pretty good over there. And they've got a few other things too. They got like hype trains and all of these other interesting things. So I would definitely like to see more functionality come in here because I would love for you guys just to have different ways to do different things in here, and especially some of the emotes that you can earn over on Twitch. Would be cool if we had a similar thing over here on YouTube. So I'm hopeful that we see more stuff like that. CF says, have you tried interactive brokers? I've not tried them. I've definitely heard of them, but I have not actually tried them. So I couldn't give you anything more beyond that. But yeah, I've definitely seen them around. All right, guys, throw the questions in. Let's keep this going here. What was I gonna say? All right, you know what? Let's try one more. I'm gonna do one, just a single shot at, hopefully, at our good buddy. We're gonna have to see. Let's try. Here we go. And just it's processing it right now. Boom. All right, this is it. This is it, Skiz. This is your last chance. But like I said, Skiz, just reach out to me. We will hook you up. Not a problem. And it is Chili Dog. Chili Dog was gifted the membership. Well, congratulations, Chili Dog. I don't know what it is, Skiz. I just don't know what it is. I'll tell you, I am really looking forward to the first channel member live stream in 2024. I think that's going to be fantastic because we've got all of these people who are now channel members. So we're going to have a ton in there. Yeah, exactly. Jeez. I think that is exactly it. Well, I think YouTube is biased. Maybe. And Skiz is always a bridesmaid and never the bride. Oh, dear. I don't know what to say, Skiz. I feel bad. And let's see. Any advice? Ooh, Mary's saying, any advice for investing in an FHSA? So, okay. When you're thinking about getting into the first home savings account, so some people, I know a lot of people, and I've even said it myself, said that you should open it before the end of the year, so that whether you get 8,000 this year and 8,000 next year, because you can carry 8,000 over. But here is one little stipulation. I think there's only a total that you can carry forward. I think it might be 14,000. I'd have to double check that. So if you're not planning to really contribute to it much over the next while, it probably doesn't make sense to open one this year. But once you have it open, what I usually recommend is you want to kind of grow it. It's kind of like, it's neat because it has the abilities of both a TFSA and an RRSP. So the money you put into it, you get to deduct it from your income. So that way there, it can help lower your taxes. But the stuff that's in it, it can then produce, it can produce whatever you want it to. Now, here's the thing. Even though it's like a TFSA in that way, it's actually kind of more like an RRSP, to be honest. But once you've got your stuff in it, you want to try to max it to the 40,000 as as years go by, because you're going to get 8,000 every year. What'll happen is at the end of that period, so I think 15 years is the total on it or something like that. It will then, if you don't use it, it's then going to be added to your RRSP. So it creates extra, you basically can get 40,000, or if you did good investment, you can get even more when it comes into your TFSA. Into your RRSP. Now, what should you be buying in your first home? I mean, it's kind of similar to any other investing things. Some things that you don't want to put in there, let me say, would be U.S. stocks with dividends. Because of the 15% withholding tax, you will just lose 15% of all your dividends if you put U.S. stocks in it. U.S. growth stocks, fine. Blue chip, fine. And we're in a situation right now, too, that pretty much anything you put in there, we are going to get a, as the markets improve towards the end of 2024, you're going to get some good growth from it. So, for example, right now, the banks are in really good shape. And keep in mind, too, when you're thinking about the long-term investment within the first home, you've got a 15 years, right? So you don't want to be thinking even beyond that. So you want to almost be playing it for midterm to slightly long-term investing. So I would fill it with blue chips. I would play with things that are just going to be solid, dependable, and are going to grow, especially if you are planning to get a house. If you are planning to get a house, you certainly want to grow it. You don't want to be playing around with, you don't want to be playing around with anything that's kind of hokey. So if it doesn't have good fundamentals, I certainly wouldn't put it in there. There's different places that you can put your gambling stocks. I wouldn't put your gambling stocks in there. So I would stick with blue chip, total return stocks, and look at the ones that are going to really grow over the next 10 to 15 years, because those are going to be the ones that are going to give you the biggest bang for your buck when you get to that point, if you're either getting a house or if you're folding it into your RRSP. YouTube needs to do better. Yes, they do. Absolutely. Anyway, I didn't think the market would be like that. All right. Abalash says, if transfer money from Wealthsimple Cash to FHSA on December 31st, then I will be able to count that as a contribution to this year. If you have it open, if it's open, you're fine. That's the thing. But here's the thing too. If you transfer money from Wealthsimple Cash over to your FHSA this year, that would count as, it should count. We don't know, it doesn't have a 3-day settle period, so you should be okay with that. Now, if you didn't have instant transfer and you're trying to pull it out of your bank and you had that pause on it that sometimes you get with Wealthsimple, then you would have an issue with it. But let's say, for example, you have, let's say you had $5,000 sitting in instant and cash that you could instantly transfer into the FHSA. That $5,000 would come in. And then when it comes to what's being carried over, so let's say you only had $5,000 in there in total, then you would carry over $3,000. You'd get a new $8,000 space on January 1st. So that would give you, what is that? $11,000 that you could play with in 2024. And then you'll get more again, of course, once that year is up. Is it better to time the FHSA so you and your partner start contributing in the same year? Only if you're actually planning to buy a house. So if you're actually planning to buy a house, it's probably not a bad idea, because then you have both yours and hers. Let's just say it didn't grow at all and you got exactly 40,000, then you have 80,000 to play with when it comes to down payments on that house. But if you're not planning to buy a house and you're just going to use it as an investment tool and then roll it into your RRSP, then it doesn't matter at all, if that makes any sense. All right. Well, that was a good little batch of FHSA things. So yeah, there's been a lot of cool stuff in the market this year. So the FHSA, I like the fact, keep in mind, you got new contribution room space, another 7,000 coming for your TFSA on January 1st. So on Sunday. So, not Sunday. Sunday is the 31st. On Monday. I got to keep my calendar straight. So that's always a good thing. And here's the thing too. If you're, this is one of these things I like to say too. If you're in a situation where you're retired and you've got a lot of money in your RRSP and you haven't yet turned it into RRIF, one of the things, and this is kind of a strategy. So let's say, for example, say you're on the lower end of the income spectrum and you're using the GIS. So on the GIS, so the guaranteed income supplement, you can make up to $5,000 without any penalties. So if you have no income whatsoever, you can basically take $5,000 out of your RRSP and move that over into your TFSA, and then you can turn it into, maybe set it up as passive income to have some more income flowing that's tax-free and doesn't count against anything. So just one of those things that you can sort of think about. All right. Abalash says, I think the total now is 95,000 for those who were 18 in 2008. 95,000. I can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, it's up. It's a pretty high up there if you've been eligible for the TFSA every single year. Now, if you've been investing in your TFSA and growing stuff, you can be well above 95,000. It really depends on what you've done with it. Lisa says, I just started buying Bitcoin, small amount daily. Exactly. That is, that is your dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin. The best way to do it. There we go. Yeah, that sounds better. That does sound kind of better. 88,000. I thought it was up closer to 88,000. So I think Vancouver Isle guy is right. But always, if you don't know how much you have, check the CRA, because what it'll do is it'll show you how much room you have left. So that's kind of the nice thing here. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, all right. Okay. 95,000 it is then. Okay. There we go. Sometimes I have hard time keeping track of that one number, but always the CRA is going to be the end all when it comes to how much room you have left. So always check the good old CRA. And now, for those of you who have forgotten your password to get into the CRA, they no longer make you do the craziness where they had to send you a pin through the mail. You can now just do it over the phone with them. So definitely okay. Abalash says started in 2009, 95,000 from January 1st. There we go. There we go. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. So anyway, this has been another good show. If you guys, we're coming towards the end. If you guys got a few questions still left burning holes in your question pockets, drop them in chat right now. Otherwise, we'll end up having to wait until the New Year's Eve stream, and that's going to be fun. I can't wait to actually look at some of the stuff that some of the predictions I made. Oh boy, we'll see if I'm right. And we're going to do it. Actually, we're going to do it in such a way. We're not going to do a yes, no, because a lot of the predictions, I took a glance at them the other day. And I'm like, okay, well, that's partially happened. It kind of happened sort of in the middle of what I was saying. So we'll do partial marks. We'll figure out a way to actually rank it, but it'll be fun. Maggie says, I'm transferring my RRSP from Sun Life to Wealthsimple. I can buy Enbridge in my RRSP. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Mary says, how do you buy Bitcoin every day? Well, you can do it on Wealthsimple. You can, because they have a crypto part, or you could use something like ShakePay, for example, and you can go in there. And the nice thing about ShakePay is you can set up I believe you can set up a DCAing within it. But here's the thing. You also have the shaking. So you can ShakePay, and it'll give you some free sats every day. But keep in mind, when you get to tax time, sometimes all of those free sats can create a little bit of extra paperwork. CG says, no crypto, but not saying that's a good thing. And Chad says, Wealthsimple, you can buy BTC, but watch the spread. Yeah, absolutely. Because that's kind of how it will work. When you look at how much crypto actually is, and then you look at what Wealthsimple is charging, there's usually a tiny bit of a difference between the price. That's known as the spread, and that's how they make their money. So just one of those things to keep in mind. They do it a little bit differently with stocks. For those of you who don't know, and I'll tell you guys this because this is good in case you don't know. So what happens with Wealthsimple is they buy most of your stocks way ahead of time. So when you go in and you buy, let's say you buy 5 shares of Canoe, well, they've already bought Canoe. They've already got the shares. So they're not going out and buying another 5 shares for you. What they do is they buy a mass amount of stocks, especially when the market's down, they're buying stocks. So they may have bought all of those Canoe back when it was, let's say $12 a share, and you're buying it now at, let's say, $12.50. They're not going to give it to you for the $12 that they paid for it. They're going to give it to you for the $12.50, the market value. So they actually will make 50 cents a share on that because they're reselling all of these shares. And that's one of the ways that, because a lot of times people are like, how can Wealthsimple survive? How are they making money? Well, whenever something goes way down, like you take the pandemic, when we had that giant drop in March of 2020, Wealthsimple was buying like crazy, filling up their coffers. And that was what they were selling throughout the pandemic, all these things that they got at insanely cheap prices. So just keep that in mind. That's how they make their money, because a lot of people don't understand some of the ways brokers make money. And all the brokers do it. It's not just Wealthsimple, just to put that out there. Let's see. Indexes, cheapest fees. Abalash says, is that why they created Wealthsimple Cash, to get all the money when the market was going down? No, I think with Wealthsimple is they sort of see themselves as kind of being like a bank in a way. So they're just creating more and more features so that people can do more and more stuff with their money there. keep them and just keep watching. Well, Simple will probably add more and more stuff as we move along. I think they've kind of backed away from the whole we're gonna be our own bank, but um, I think I think it's gonna be very interesting to see where they go next. Right now, they're doing a lot of stuff with oh there's I can't remember. I have no idea what I'm saying, but they're doing different things where there's institutional types investing that you have to kind of basically be you have to have a lot of money to get involved in, and they're starting to get into situations where they can actually pull people in and have them act as an institution through Simple, so that you can get access to different avenues. Like for example, venture investing. That was one of the ones. Um, just to give you different access to things that you normally couldn't. Now they do put like they don't let everybody do it. I think the newer one, and I can't remember what the heck it was. I think you had to have at least 100,000 in Simple to be a member or to be part of it. But just keep watching. There's going to be I think, some interesting things. I'm also EQ Bank is another area that I keep watching because they keep adding new features, and I keep wondering what's next for these guys as well. Skid says insightful. Yeah, so it's just the way they make money. It's fun. Anyway, guys, this has been another great chat. I have loved it. You guys have been fantastic. We will be back here for New Year's Eve. So, if you got nothing to do New Year's Eve, this is the place to be. We'll have a lot of fun. We'll, and plus, if you can't be there New Year's Eve because you're going to be out doing the New Year's Eve thing or watching the ball drop or whatever it is, the replay will be definitely worth your time. Anyway, guys, we will catch you later. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.